Hi guys, for those of you that are new to following me, then welcome. For those of you that already follow me on Instagram and have followed me onto YouTube, welcome back. This is a very special forecast and I will be exploring the new moon in Scorpio, which we will be experiencing on Sunday the 15th of November 2020. Now, if you are based in the UK, that will be at 5:07 in the morning. So before I begin, please note that the energies are interchangeable. They are not gender specific. Please take what resonates and discard the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at moonbutterflytarot@gmail.com. Alternatively, you can direct message me on Instagram and you can find a list of the services that I offer underneath the highlights section of my page. Now, I do want to talk about the significance of the fact that we will be experiencing the new moon in Scorpio at 5:07 a.m. 5 in numerology represents change, it represents transformation. 0 represents an infinite amount of possibilities, that nothingness. It's the energy of the Fool card in tarot, and it represents moving on to a new beginning, but one that is unknown, but totally having faith and trust in the universe. The 7 is quite significant because the 7 within numerology represents spiritual consciousness. It represents spiritual enlightenment or spiritual awakening. So for me, this number represents a change in our consciousness. This particular new moon in Scorpio is probably going to be one of the most powerful new moons that we've experienced this year, and I will talk about why a little bit later on. Now, the significance of this new moon occurring on the 15th of November is very, very powerful. The number 15 represents quite a lot, so we're going to break that down. So 1 in numerology represents the self. It represents absolution. It represents empowerment, manifestation, and connection from the physical realm into the spiritual realm. 5 is the number of change and transformation. So if we add these numbers together, we're getting quite a strong energy in which we are going to be feeling empowered in order to make necessary changes within our life to bring about what it is that we desire and what we seek. If we add the 1 and the 5 together, that gives us 6, and 6 within numerology represents harmony and it represents love. So I feel like this new moon is going to be very significant in terms of us bringing about the changes that we desire in order to have more harmony within our life, more balance, not just within our romantic life, but within ourselves and also within what it is that we desire. And we're going to be feeling quite empowered to move towards our desires, simply because on the 13th we've had Mars that's now direct in Aries. So for those of us that have felt like we experienced delays in moving forward with our career or with new jobs or with business, we are going to feel that the brakes have actually sort of come off and we're now on the acceleration. So we're moving forward towards that which we desire and what we seek. The sun and the moon are both in Scorpio at 23 degrees. If we add 2 and 3 together, that gives us the number 5, which is, again, another number 5 representing change. The sun is currently in Scorpio, and when the sun is in Scorpio, it's a time in which we are very much focused. We're feeling very empowered. We're feeling very independent. Scorpio is a sign that really deals with passions and desires. So I feel like, again, we're going to be feeling more empowered to move towards what we desire, what we seek, what's going to make us happy, what's going to give us harmony. The moon in Scorpio means that we're going to have a deeper connection to our emotions and to our intuition. I also feel with the moon being in Scorpio and the moon representing our subconscious mind, representing our emotions and representing our intuition, I feel like there may be some revelations or discoveries that we will be experiencing around this time. And I do feel that when we sort of discover what has been hidden from us, there's going to be a focus on gaining more clarity, truth of self, and more of a deeper understanding and perception of the environment that we are in. This Scorpio moon is going to allow us, especially with the sun being in Scorpio, to see beyond the veil, so that any types of illusions, deception, we will be able to perceive. One of the first aspects that I want to talk about is the moon sextile Jupiter. Now, this for me symbolizes that there's going to be an expansion of our consciousness, and the expansion of our consciousness is going to allow us to have more deeper intuitive insights and knowing how to focus towards our goals, and knowing how we can focus on releasing possibly any emotions that we may have hidden in our subconscious mind. The moon sextile Jupiter can also mean that there may be an expansion of family because of the fact that the moon is the ruler of the fourth house in astrology. So it could be that there may be a marriage that some of us might be experiencing or going for an engagement, or there may be a new addition to the family, such as a baby or a pregnancy that might be announced. We do know that Scorpio is the ruler of intimacy, and it also rules sex. So it could be that there may be a discovery of a new baby that may be on the way. As the moon is sextiling Pluto as well, there is going to also be another expansion of consciousness. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, and it's the ruler of the 8th house. So for me, this is going to allow us to have a deeper exploration of our subconscious mind and the things that we are not aware of, and our hidden emotions, particularly emotions relating to our family, to emotions relating to how we feel about our money or how we feel about the goals that we have. This could also mean that there's going to be a desire for a new approach to how we sort of manage our family, manage our money, or even take action towards the goals that we desire and that we seek. Pluto is the energy of death and rebirth. So this represents change and transformation, which is echoing the energy of the 5 that is prevalent in the fact that we'll be experiencing this on the 15th of November. The sun is also sextiling Jupiter, which represents material sort of fortune towards our goals. So this planet Jupiter represents fortune, it represents luck, it represents expansion. So, and Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, which is the 9th house in astrology. So it's like this particular new moon is moving us towards an idea where we're seeing the bigger picture, and we're starting to understand that we can absolutely control and take accountability for how our lives go. We're going to be feeling like luck is definitely on our side, and that we're being supported in order to step into our true and authentic self. And being part of that means that whatever goals or dreams or desires that we may have is going to be supported, as long as it contributes towards us stepping into that authenticity. The sun sextiling Pluto represents a need or a focus towards change within the pursuit of our goals and our dreams. Pluto does represent endings and beginnings, change and transformation. The sun is providing illumination over the areas of our life that needs to end in order to bring about the new beginnings, and for us to be able to create space for what it is that we really, truly desire. The sun is also sextiling Jupiter, and with sun sextiling Pluto as well, this could indicate that there may be some unexpected fortune or unexpected money that could happen as a result. And the reason why I say that is because Pluto, as the ruler of the 8th house, does govern other people's money. So it could be that there may be money coming towards you that you were not expecting. So some of us might be expecting receiving an unexpected windfall. It could be a small amount, it could be a big amount. It's going to vary dependent on your circumstances. The sun sextiling Saturn is representing us moving beyond the limitations or the boundaries that we previously had imposed on ourselves through our emotions, through our thoughts, and also through our patterns of behavior. It's also adding to the narrative of the bigger story, which is the shift in consciousness, which is allowing us to move into a direction of all that we want and all that we desire and that we seek. The moon sextiling Saturn is also here. So that for me represents a release from our limitations of any kind of subconscious emotions or thoughts that we may have had previously, which was impeding us from moving towards our goals, our dreams, and our desires. And this could also represent for me a revelation within our government, or possibly it could talk about us as a people holding our respective governments accountable for something that may have been hidden from us. So I feel like there may be some sort of revelation or truth that may come out around the new moon or slightly after, with regards to our government and how the way in which they have been managing us, this situation with the pandemic, and also with the economic downturn that we're all facing. Neptune in Pisces is really interesting because Pisces is ruled by the planet Neptune, so it's in its home sign. And Neptune is the planet that deals with our subconscious mind as well. So this, for me, is talking about the fact that we are going to be connecting more on a deeper level, I would say, to our spiritual or intuitive side. And there's going to be more of a focus towards our dreams. There's going to be a deeper knowing of who we are and what we want, and being able to see beyond illusions to move towards what we want. I also feel that for some of us, this Neptune in Pisces aspect is going to be one that will, for some of us, it will give us I would say an upgrade of consciousness. So some of us may be developing new or increased spiritual gifts or abilities that's going to allow us to not only perceive what's going on, but being able to see deeper beyond everything that is told. So really tapping into that third eye chakra. Jupiter conjunct Pluto is really an exciting one, because this is talking about not only an expansion of our consciousness, because Pluto deals with the subconscious mind, but it's also talking about an expansion of our money and our material possessions. And the reason why this is because of the fact that at the moment we have a stellium. So a stellium is where there are 3 or more planets sitting in the same house. So at the moment we have Jupiter, we have Pluto, and we have Uranus sitting in the sign of Capricorn. Now Capricorn is the ruler of the 10th house, and the 10th house deals with our achievements, it deals with our accolades, it deals with our careers, it deals with our success. So I feel that this is definitely going to be talking about possibly a pay rise for some. Pluto also talks about the new beginning. So I do feel like those of you that may have gone through a situation in which money may have been tight, or you may have experienced a job loss, I do feel with Pluto being in the sign of Capricorn, this represents a new beginning. So for some of you, it may be moving towards a new business. For others of you, it may represent ending of a job that's going to create a new opportunity that is better for you. And I will be exploring the stellium in more depth later on in another video. I do want to talk about Uranus's position within this stellium. Now, Uranus is the ruler of the 11th house in astrology that deals with people, it deals with society, it deals with change and innovation. So for me, the fact that Uranus is in Capricorn could represent that there may be a new way of you earning your money, or a freedom, financial freedom for some, because of the fact that it's in the sign of Capricorn. But I definitely feel like this Uranus being in Capricorn is about gaining independence, and possibly this is going to be a particular aspect that's going to spark a lot of people wanting to start their own business if they haven't already. So without further hesitation, I am going to begin with the reading. I'm going to be using 2 decks. So I'm going to be using the Starseeker Tarot, which is here, and I'm also going to be using the Numinous Astro deck, which is here, and I'm going to start off with this. Just going to give it a shuffle. So what are the energies that we can expect throughout this new moon in Scorpio? What can we expect from this new moon in Scorpio? So we've got 2 cards that have fallen out. We've got the Sun. We've got the Pisces card, the Mystic. What can we expect from this new moon in Scorpio? We have Libra. I'm going to pull one more card. And we have Gemini. Perfect. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck before I begin reading these cards. So at the bottom of the deck, we have opposition balance. For me, this is a confirmation of the Libra card. This is talking about the fact that there is going to be more harmony that is experienced. There's going to be balance that we're going to be feeling in all areas of our life, in our emotional life, in our material life. There's going to be almost like a reward for those of us that have done the work and have made the necessary changes and adjustments and have worked through hidden and subconscious emotions and traumas or outdated patterns of behavior or thoughts. We are going to find that this particular new moon is going to be very, very significant in bringing into fruition all that we desire and all that we seek. Libra is the energy that brings about balance. Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, so it governs love and beauty and health and money. And it also is the ruler of the 7th house in astrology, which deals with partnerships. So for me, this could represent for some of you a new opportunity in love, but how I'm really seeing this is a new opportunity with regards to a business partnership, something in which you're going to be collaborating or working with another. But this is something that you have wanted for a very long time. For all of you, this is going to look very different in terms of what particular entrepreneurial endeavor you're going to be exploring. But I definitely feel with this Libra energy being prominent that it's going to be something within the creative field. Could be creative culinary arts. It could be creative arts in the performance sense. It could even be with regards to writing. It could be with designing. It could be with music. I definitely feel that we're going to be tapping into this creative energy in order to bring about what it is that we've always wanted, what we desire, what we seek. And I also feel like this is going to be something that's going to be very beneficial because it's going to enhance our level of independence. It's going to mean that we have a purpose. Some of us are actually getting to the point where we are sick of working for others, and I feel like this is going to be an ideal time to set your sights, set your goals, write your petitions and make your manifestations to be able to bring about the types of outcomes within business or within your career that you desire and that you seek. Okay, so the first card that we've got is the Sun. The Sun represents the first house in astrology, and this is all about our identity, our self, and it also talks about our goals. The Sun house is ruled by Aries. Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, and Mars has just gone direct. So we're going to be feeling this energy of wanting to move forward and take action towards what we desire and what we seek. There is going to be a need for us to be able to express ourselves creatively, and I feel like this is going to be explored deeper throughout this new moon. I also feel like because of the fact that Aries is a fire sign and it deals with passions, we're really going to be focusing on what we are passionate about, and that's going to look different for everyone. I do feel like this is going to be quite a productive time because of the fact that Mars is now stationing direct, and I feel like any sort of projects that we may have had that were on pause, there's now going to be forward movement made. With the Pisces here, the Pisces card, Pisces is the ruler of the 12th house. So this represents our subconscious mind, but it also represents anything that is karmic in nature. The fact that we know that Pisces is, Neptune is in its sign of Pisces means that there is going to be a deeper focus that we're going to be having on our subconscious mind. There is going to be a deeper focus on our intuition. There is going to be an expansion of our consciousness for those of us that are already on a spiritual journey. And for those that have yet to awaken, I also feel like with this energy, with Pluto, with Neptune, with the moon, I do feel that there is going to be an awakening for some that is going to allow people to see beyond the veil. And I feel like with this Piscean energy, it's really about us understanding what it is that we want, what really motivates us, what's our dreams, which for me complements the Sun card, which is about our focus and our goals, and us moving to using our intuition, using our intuitive insights to be able to move towards that which we desire and that which we seek. I am going to talk about Gemini. So Gemini is a really interesting zodiac sign. It is the element of air that we've got here. Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury, And Gemini actually rules the third house, which is all about our mind, our higher mind, our learning. For some of us, this particular new moon in Scorpio is actually going to represent that we may be looking to develop new skills or new talents. We're going to be exploring or learning something new, but this is going to be something that is going to create a new opportunity with regards to our career. This may even be a business pursuit, or it could even be, for some of you, something that you've wanted to do, something that may be a hobby that now you discover that you can actually capitalize on. And I do feel that with the Gemini energy being present, there is going to be a focus on creating a plan, creating a strategy, possibly doing a business that is online, because Mercury is the planet of communication, and it's also recently gone direct. I also feel like this is going to be something in which you're going to be moving towards working independently with your own idea, your own creative talent. And that's going to be something that is going to be not only supported, but galvanize even more momentum throughout this new moon in Scorpio. So I'm going to pull some confirmation cards using the Starseeker Tarot. So we're going to start off with why the sun is here. So the card that has flipped out is the Justice card. The Justice card is actually the energy of Libra in tarot. So for me, this represents harmony or balance coming in. This represents what is fair, what is right, what is just, what it is that we desire. This could represent new contracts, new business partnerships. But with the 11 being here, I definitely feel like this represents that there is an enhanced spiritual consciousness, enhanced intuition, one that is going to propel us into moving towards that which we desire and that which we seek, because the sword represents the element of air, but it also represents truth or clarity coming in. And the scales, because of the way in which they are being held, represents the balance, the alignment. So I do feel like we're stepping into a place in which we are more aligned with spirit, with ourselves on a subconscious level. And I do feel that this is going to, if we pay attention to our intuition, it's going to lead us towards that which we desire and that which we seek. So for me, this is a confirmation of intuitive insights that we will gain throughout this new moon in Scorpio. The next card that I'm going to be confirming is going to be the Pisces card. Why is Pisces here, please? So the card that has come out is the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So the reason why, let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is all about taking action towards what we want. It's a king that is very much focused on the pursuit of business, the pursuit of things that are very creative in nature. It's a very entrepreneurial king. The Nine of Cups coming out in the reverse may be that we're not quite seeing the bigger picture. We're not necessarily seeing what it is that we really desire and what we seek. It may be that we're unaware that there's going to be some sort of blessing that's coming towards us, but we're not able to perceive that. And for us to be in alignment with receiving these blessings, we need to first be open to them, which means that by being open to them, we need to be in alignment with spirit, which means that we need to connect to our subconscious mind, our higher consciousness, in order to have that blessing or that revelation coming in. I'm going to do a confirmation on this card. So why is the Nine of Cups here in the... We've got two cards here. Why is the Nine of Cups here in the reverse, please? Why is the Nine of Cups here in the reverse? Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so what this message is telling me is that there needs to be more openness. We need to really pay attention to the signs, symbols, and synchronicities that are going to be coming towards us, because this represents a wish fulfillment. But in the reverse position, it may be that we're unaware that this wish is coming in, but it's definitely going to be something that is going to give us the success that we desire and that we seek. We do have the King of Pentacles here, and the King of Pentacles represents the element of earth, and the element of earth is all to do with our stability and security materially. For me, this represents being in a position where we have gained success. This could also represent fortune or unexpected money coming towards us. And that's exactly how I'm reading this. I feel like for some of us, this represents that there's going to be a change in luck or fortune for us that's going to propel us into doing what it is that we desire and that we seek, and is going to put us into a more stable situation. Okay, I'm going to confirm the Libra card. So we have the Three of Pentacles. This, for me, the three within numerology represents growth. It represents expansion, but it also represents the birth of something new. It's the energy of fertility and creativity. So the Three of Pentacles being here represents a new opportunity, a new contract, a new business partnership, one in which everybody equally is bringing something to the table. When you combine all your skills and your talents together as a whole, it brings about a sense of completion, one in which you're going to be allowing those skills and talents combined to propel you into fortune, to propel you into material growth. So I definitely feel like this is absolutely beautiful, particularly because of the fact that Libra is ruled by Venus, which governs not only creativity, but it also governs love, and it governs growth, and it governs expansion in the sense of the birth of something new. Venus represents the second house. It rules the second house in astrology, which is all to do with our money. So I definitely feel like we're coming into a more fortunate and expansive time throughout this new moon in Scorpio. I also feel like this represents sort of good luck coming towards us, because of the fact that the Libra card represents justice. It represents what is right, what is fair, and what is just. So for those of you that have done the work on yourself and have made the necessary changes and adjustments, and it may have felt like everything is on pause, you're going to be feeling the energy of the birth of something new, which is echoing this scorpionic energy, simply because of the fact that Scorpio represents death and rebirth. So the final card that I'm going to be pulling for is Gemini. Why is Gemini here? So we have, let's have a look. We have the Three of Swords. I do feel that even though the Three of Swords is here, let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Two of Cups. There is definitely an ending here, and there's definitely a new beginning. The Two of Cups talks about a new partnership, a new contract that is going to be developing. I definitely feel like this may be that you are realizing that what it is that you have done in the past is not serving you well. It's not making you happy. It's not giving you the growth or the expansion that you want. And it may be that something is coming to an end in order to bring about this new opportunity. So for some of you, it may be that this new moon in Scorpio represents a job loss. It could represent a loss in finances. It could represent a loss in terms of business. I don't necessarily see this as an emotional loss. I see this as a more material loss that is causing a little bit of conflict within your mind, because you are focused on how you're going to keep yourself secure and stable materially. But I do feel like this ending has to occur in order for you to be able to move towards that which you desire and that which you seek. So I would say that for those of you that have recently lost a job, or those of you that may be facing redundancy, it's actually going to propel you into a better situation. And you need to ensure that you're keeping your thoughts and your mind positive as much as possible, no matter how much adversity that you're facing, because you need to understand that with this scorpionic energy, with every ending there is a new beginning. So I am going to be closing out the reading using the Angels of Abundance card, and I'll be pulling some messages of advice. Okay, so what are the messages of advice, please, Spirit, for this Scorpio new moon? What are the messages of advice? Okay, so the first card that we have is face your financial fears. There may be a situation, as I said, with this Three of Swords that we've got, in which there may be issues around your material security and stability. But I do feel that what you're being told is to be honest about what the situation is and understand that just because you may be going through a little bit of financial difficulty, it doesn't mean that you can't change it. In fact, the energy that we have at the moment is supporting you moving into a more independent space where you're working for yourself and using your creative gifts, skills, and talents that you were born with in order to make you money. The next card that we have is Moonlighting. For some of you, it may be that you've already started working for someone else, but what it is that you may not necessarily have started your own business. It is time for you to start your own business. It is time for you to possibly work both jobs in order to make your dream business or your dream entrepreneurial endeavor work. So what you're being told at the moment is facing your financial fears by acknowledging that you may have issues with your finances and your material security, but understanding that you are absolutely in a position where you can change it, and the fact that you're being supported towards more independence. For those of you that are already in a job, it's time for you to start your business. Don't delay what it is that you can start today. Really understand that even though it will be hard working two jobs or difficult in terms of managing your time with your other responsibilities, this is actually going to propel you into a better situation. And come a year from now, you're actually going to be feeling a lot more stable, a lot more secure. A lot of the financial issues that you would have faced would be overcome simply because of the fact that you are now earning more money. And because of the fact that if you continue to work on your business whilst working your day job, you're building up enough stable income so that your business can be your main and full-time income, and you can eventually quit your day job. The next card that we've got is a raise or promotion. I definitely feel like within the next couple of weeks, definitely by next week, some of you are going to be experiencing a promotion at work. Others of you are going to be experiencing a pay rise at work. For others of you, this raise or promotion for me represents a new opportunity that's coming towards you. So it could be that you are going to be hearing news about a new job that's coming towards you, one that you applied for. You probably didn't hear very much back about due to the sort of pandemic and delays in responses being given. But I do feel like you're going to experience a blessing next week, and I definitely feel like it's one that's going to be very positive. For those of you that have a business, that could mean For those of you that have a business, that could actually mean that you're going to experience an increase in custom or an increase in sales. And the last and final card, for those of you that are really wanting to use this energy, especially with the element of water, which gives us strong abilities to manifest, it's saying that in order to increase your manifestation abilities, there is a need for you to exercise. We are needing to really exercise our bodies. We need to focus on taking care of our bodies. Some of us are not drinking enough water. Some of us are not eating enough fruit and vegetables. We need to be more mindful about what we consume and what we put into our body. And we need to start consuming more high vibrational foods that are going to help to elevate our consciousness, because this will help us to be able to perceive the world around us using our extrasensory perceptions, and also for us to be able to manifest the outcomes that we want, our dreams, our goals, and our desires. And right at the bottom of the deck, we have employment change. So for me, this is a confirmation that those of you that may already be in a situation where you have lost a job, expect to hear news back about a job that you applied for a while ago, and know that this particular job is going to be offered to you. I definitely feel like this particular new job is putting you more in alignment with what it is that you want, what you desire, what you seek. And I definitely feel like next week, after this new moon in Scorpio, we're going to be experiencing a lot of great rewards that is going to help to expand us materially. And I do feel that we're going to be experiencing an expansion of our consciousness as a result as well. So pay close attention to your intuition. If your mind tells you to do something, do it. Really focus on tapping into your intuition at this time, because you are going to be given guidance and downloads about what you need to do to put yourself in alignment to receive either this raise, promotion, this increase in sales, or this increase in customers, or for others of you, a new job altogether. I hope that this has helped. I hope that this has resonated, and I wish you all a very, very happy new moon in Scorpio. Take care. Bye.